Labour, you remember Tony Blair, tough on crime, tough on the causes of crime. Keir Starmer, soft on crime, soft on the causes of crime. Now, in a marvellous PR exercise, got to hand it to the government, they've managed to overshadow the truth about what's happened today. The truth is they've come up with a new sentencing review that essentially means there'll be much lighter punishments for all crimes. There won't be anybody sent to jail for less than a year. For the jail term less than a year. So sentences of 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, whatever, will cease to exist. Prisoners will get, far more prisoners will get, or non-prisoners will get tags. There'll be punishments. This will teach them that people will be banned from going to football matches. People will be banned from social media. That'll teach them. Don't you rape anyone ever again. Otherwise, we won't let you go to football matches. That's basically it. However, in a masterstroke, they also announced that sex offenders will be chemically castrated. That's the front page of The Sun. Great scoop for The Sun, to be fair, if you're watching. Pedos to be castrated. Now, this is the, Philip, the Justice Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, is keen to make drugging sex offenders to dull their dangerous urges mandatory. At the moment, apparently, there's a pilot scheme in the southwest where about 20 prisoners are voluntarily taking part in this. She wants to expand it across the country. I mean, my point, I don't think it'll ever happen. I'm not sure where I stand on it. But I know what this is. This is just a smokescreen for the real story. Yeah,
it's a smokescreen for the real story. I mean, I think the real story here is well, it's the general softness on crime, but it's this year-long thing, right? So if for the crimes that you would get 6, 8, 9, 10 months for, or 12 months for, those are the crimes that really impact on our quality of life. Okay, so take for example the shoplifting thing. Okay, no one bothers about shoplifting anymore, and I was in Waitrose not long ago, just in London, in King's Cross, and someone was just picking stuff up and just walked out with it completely, and nobody did anything, because one, people were frightened of doing anything, okay, because there's no comeback if that offender is violent, but two, it just doesn't matter. Shoplifting doesn't matter anymore. So it's about this idea of civil society, it's about this idea of public safety, it's about this idea of people being able to go into town centres. People can't do that anymore because they are frightened, because there is no recourse. People can just break the law. They know that the government, the police, the judiciary are going to be completely soft on crime. They are on the side of the criminals. They are not on the side of the public. And things are falling apart. It's almost like, I remember as a child, as a little child in the 1970s, when you walked around and it was grotty and it was dirty and nobody cared and everybody was on strike and it was economic chaos. It's exactly the same thing. When nobody cares and nobody's punished for crime, that's when things really fall apart.
Absolutely. Now, this is the work of the Independent Sentencing Review. These are the do-gooders, the Guardian readers, who recently recommended that ethnic people of colour, get more lenient treatment in the British justice system than white British people. So that's the kind of... Fortunately, Shabana Mahmood, to her credit, slapped that down. But that was their idea. They are being led, if you like, by the world's wettest politician, Labour's favourite Tory, David Gauke, and he is recommending dramatically reducing the number of crooks being locked up. That will include the shock banning of all jail terms of under a year. Over the past year, apparently 45,000 people were banged up for less than 12 months. A lot of people say, oh, you know, that's no good. These sentences, there's no evidence they work. They damn well do. I'll tell you who you give those 9-month sentences to: middle-class people. You stick a Just Stop Oil protester behind bars for 9 months, they stop being Just Stop Oil protesters. You stick any middle-class person in jail for a short, sharp shock sentence, it will work. Now, she calls it, Shabana Mahmood calls it, this new system, which is loads of tags, as I say, sentences like social media use restriction, forcible rehab, unpaid community work, curfews, football match bans even for crimes not connected with football. she brilliant, isn't it, folks? She calls this system prison outside of prison. What I've written down, and I'm going to repeat what I wrote down. What a load of crap! I mean, that's it, isn't it?
Well, I mean, in this country, this is about identity politics, isn't it? And this is about giving certain groups a free ride and coming down very heavily on other groups. We've just been talking about Lucy Connolly, who is a white, kind of pretty middle class woman and the wife of a Tory councillor. Okay,
therein lies her problem.
Therein lies her problem.
Yeah.
But this idea of equality before the law has just gone by the wayside. So I was talking before about quality of life. This is actually publicly dangerous, because once people feel they've got nothing to lose, once people feel they are not going to be treated equally when they go up before the beak, then we are in real problems, and then we're in the area of civil disobedience, civil disorder, but we're in the the low levels of civil war. Actually, that's where we're going with this.
Yeah, and what this is sort of wrapping up. I mean, the truth is, this review of sentencing is all to do with the fact we haven't got enough places in prison. The prisons are overcrowded, so they're trying to come up with new and imaginative ways to punish people. But if you don't send people to prison, once they don't have to go to jail, it's a much lighter punishment, however you wrap it up. It really is. So I would say that this is a charter for more and more crime, because the punishments are lighter and lighter. This is no good, folks, right?
No, I mean, they're interested in, they're not interested in policing the streets, they're not interested in criminals, they're actually interested in policing tweets, as we've seen, okay? This is about keeping a certain demographic down and letting the other people do what they want, because politically they don't mind so much. It's the people who they don't like, the people they want to keep in check. It's about that. It's absolute political. It's two-tier Keir. It's no idea Keir.
Absolutely. By the way, I was interested in Ray Connolly's interview with me when he said, she's Lucy, she's banged up with these shoplifters. I said, they sent some shoplifters to jail? Now that's an exclusive.